I'm going to show you the quickest way to convert one of your songs into a video. So the first thing you need is, of course, your song and the album artwork. I have it right here for my song Andrew Huberman, about the famous podcaster and scientist. So all I'm going to do is go to my video editing software. I'm on a Mac, so I can use iMovie. If you're on a Windows, there's, of course, a bunch of different programs. All I'm going to do is bring the picture in, right, my album artwork, as you can see here. And I'm just gonna make this a bit longer, as you can see, like so. Actually, maybe a little bit longer. Let's go here. And then I'm gonna click and drag in my song, like so, right? And I'm gonna wait 1 second for it to load. You can see right here, it's bringing everything in, all loaded. I'm gonna go to the end, do Apple B, or basically just trim it off. And that's it. Now, of course, you can see that, this album artwork is black, but typically, as you can imagine, when it comes to your album artwork, it is a square. Most videos are in a horizontal format, so you will have some black bars here and here, as you can see. And like, so if I want to balance this out, I'll just do this. I'll just call it song, right? Make it super easy. And then once this bounces out, which takes usually takes like, a couple seconds, you can see as it's going, I can then upload it on YouTube. Let's say I want to do it as maybe a short on TikTok, on Vimeo, on Instagram, however I want to do it. This is super important because, especially when it comes to social media, especially in this day and age, you're way better off having a video of your song, even if it's just this. Even if there's nothing else going on and this is all it is, you're way better off uploading something like this on YouTube, for example, than nothing at all. So as you can see, it just bounced out. So I want to minimize this real quick. So if I pull this up and I play it, yep, and there it is. Now I'll give you a couple pro tips. One, I'll bring up my song Andrew Huberman, the one I actually uploaded. You can see a bit different. I personally do all my own album artwork. So I purposely made two different forms of this artwork. The first was the normal one that gets uploaded on every streaming platform, the main square. Then I made a horizontal one purposely just for YouTube, just because I do get a lot of hits on my music on YouTube, and I find YouTube has been amazing for just getting my music out there in general. So you can see I have this. The second thing, let's say you're like, okay, Mark, like that makes sense. Let me actually go to my channel itself. Is doing a visualizer and audio react. This is very popular. So you can see on my most recent song, at least at the exact time of this video on Pringles, it was just a picture of a Pringle because I kind of like the simplicity of it. However, for my song Electric Forest, for example, I'm gonna minimize or check out the quick ad right here. You can see I kind of added a virtual DJ loop in the background, kind of put them together. So I have this. Now I have done tests on YouTube. Probably not surprising. A big thing when it comes to YouTube is audience retention, meaning how long does someone watch your video? When it comes to your music, as you can imagine, the more someone listens to your music, or the longer someone listens to your song, the more likely YouTube is to recommend it to other people. I have found having a visualizer or something visual in general, even though this is just like a loop of a forest, just because of the song name, it does increase people's retention, meaning they're more likely to not only watch your video in a sense, but listen to your song, which is the most important thing. So even if I go back here, I've taken my Brazil album. This is my most recent full-length album. I'll just go to the album itself. And you can see I have this right here. I did this in a program called Spectre. I'll show you how it looks. I have done a couple of videos about this just because it's so quick and easy to log on. I can do, a bunch of different things. Here's my most recent EP. You can see that I did. But I have this right here that, kind of dances to the music. And granted, yes, it's something that's very kind of subtle, at least in this case, right? Just kind of like a small little thing in the center. Stuff like this really does help. But at the end of the day, let's say you're like, Mark, I don't want to pay for Spectre because Spectre just costs money. Or let's say you're like, I don't even know how to create this virtual DJ thing that I did for Electric Forest. Or you don't even know how to create, like, say, the horizontal form of your album artwork. Let's say you hire somebody else. Honestly, just go into your video editing software like iMovie, like I just showed you. Just bring in your album artwork, bring in a song, bounce it out, and you're good to go.